Hello, I'm Andi, and I'm going to read to you a program which is called Career, Job, Business, Financial Speculation, and Lotteries. And this is for the month of July, and it is for you coming from Capricorn. So, let's see what happens regarding your job firstly. Now, you coming from Capricorn for the month of July are not going to be very lucky. You will have to work very hard without getting much benefit, much support. Your first 18 days show that you can even lose a job, or you can give up on a job, or you can be very unhappy in a job. Your status is very low. Your success rate will be very low. You get very moody and you lose your self-confidence. Try not to allow all this to happen. It's only the first 15 days of July. It's only 18 days. Wear your good colors. Now you won't know all this unless one day you do a consultation with me on Skype, but we'll talk about that later. So your first 18 days are going to be very miserable, and these planets are going to make you lose your self-confidence, and you're going to just feel like, should you even get out of bed? No, you have to tell yourself that you cannot allow these planets. It's only for a period of time that they have come into a position like this. Anyway, your first 18 days, you be very careful. You'll have to concentrate on your work harder than normal, just to get even a little bit of success. Your last 13 days or so are going to be just as bad. This time, your reputation is not so good. Your popularity is not so strong. You can be let down by others. You can be played out in all areas of your life, but over here we are talking more about career and business. So in your job areas, your last 13 days are also very difficult. Now there's a planet of anger that also moves in and makes you retaliate, or makes you to taking risks of some kind. So you don't want to allow that to happen. Your last 13 days become those 13 days which you are already suffering in the first 18 days, and they go on to further weaken you. So just program yourself to say, well, the month of July, I'm going to work harder. I'm going to focus on my responsibilities. I'm not going to be pushed out of my job. I'm going to show good results as best as I can, and believe me, you will. This is only a plan. Horoscopes are a plan. And so knowing this, you can beat the plan and improve your circumstances. Let's talk of business. If you are in business, your first 18 days shows losses. It shows defeat. It shows that whatever you do, there is no possibility of really finding big success. So be happy with little bits of success that will come now and then. Not every day will be bad in the month of July. And so your first 15 days, you cannot take risks in business. You cannot afford to go out and look for new businesses, new lines of business. What you have in hand is already insecure, and you have to improve that and build it up for yourself. Okay? Your last 13 days in business are just as bad. In fact, because the first 18 days are not good, the last 13 days strengthen to be worse. And so your last 13 days says you can be played out, you can be let down, you are losing your self-confidence, you are losing your sense of direction, you are losing your motivation, you are getting very angry and therefore not being agreeable to your colleagues or your bosses or with your business people. And so there's a lot of pressure on the last 13 days for you as well. So the whole month of July in business, you cannot afford to take risks of any kind. You have to play safe. Be happy what you have in hand, consolidate it. Consolidate means improve what you have rather than to take risk and go out. All right. Now I'm going to the areas of financial speculation, and that includes stock market and the forex and gambling as well. Gambling is also financial speculation. Now, every day is a different day, and this message which I'm giving you for this program is for everybody in the world born in the period of Capricorn. That's millions and millions and millions of people, and it's too general. So for areas of financial speculation and lotteries, I hope one day you can Skype with me And in that 90 minutes that we will be together Skyping, I will have your date of birth, your time of birth, look at your palms, look at your face. I do face reading as well. And I will pull Kabbalistic tarot cards for you in those 90 minutes. So it becomes a very personal reading, and for your next 5 or 6 years, I will tackle all areas of your life, including the marriage and the romance and the health and the career and the business, everything under the sun. And I will give you a magical calendar. All right? I will talk about that a bit later for you. Now, regarding lotteries, for you, for the month of July, I've chosen a certain group of numbers which are going to be very active in the month of July. So for example, in my country, there's a lottery where from 49 numbers, you're meant to choose 6 numbers correctly that they are pulled. And if you can do that, you're going to win a lot of money, all right? So in different countries, they are up to 55 numbers, up to 60 numbers and whatnot. So you apply the rule. So I've chosen what I call the 1 series for you born in Capricorn for the month of July. 1 series means the numbers 1. So let's pretend it's for me, and I have to choose up to 49 numbers, all right? So I'll choose from the number 1, the number 10, the number 19, the number 28, the number 37, the number 46. Why these numbers? And I call them 1 series because I mentioned the number 37, 3 and 7 when you add comes to 10, then you keep adding 1 and 0 equals 1. I mentioned the number 28, 2 and 8 equals 10, 1 and 0 equals 1. I mentioned the number 46 just now, 4 and 6 equals 10, 1, 0, 1. So whatever the numbers are, when you add the digits, the root number, R-O-O-T, root number must come to 1, and that's called the 1 series. So I find that the 1 series is very active for you in Capricorn during the month of July. I've got another series for you as well, and this I'm going to choose the 3 series. Actually, the 1 series and 3 series are not very positive numbers for you in Capricorn, but I've purposely chosen the 1 and 3 series because in the period of July is the negative numbers that are playing more activity. So I might as well choose them for you. Okay. Number 3 series means the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, the 30th, the 39th, and the 48th. You add any of these numbers individually. If you look at 39, which I mentioned, 3 and 9 equals 12, 1 and 2 equals 1, 1 and 2 equals 3. And then the number 20, for example, under your 3 series, the number 21, 2 and 1 equals 3. So when you add this, the root number should be 3. That I call the 3 series. Now I've also chosen the lucky dates for you in July. And I'm going to use your 9 series for that. Okay, that means that the 9th, 18th and 27th of July are very lucky, outstanding dates for you. So morning, noon and night, use them for anything. So use them for self-inspiration for numbers. You can do that many ways. One of the simple ways comes under meditation is that the belief is that energy leaves through your fingers, and energy has to leave you, otherwise you would explode. But fingers and the thumb, what you have to do to capture this energy for you coming from Capricorn, use the thumb, your both thumbs, and connect them to your middle fingers, your middle fingers, okay? And when you do that, you capture the energy, and for the 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 minutes that you are meditating for numbers and thinking up numbers, self-inspiring, attracting numbers, the energy builds up. And you will come into a state where you can imagine numbers actually. Okay, do that. The other way which I use for myself sometimes is, since we have a lottery here which allows you to choose 6 numbers out of 49. So I will cut out 1 inch by 1 inch or so, something like that, 49 little pieces, and on each bit of paper I will write the first one number 1, then I will write the next one number 2, and I'll go on until I have 49 numbers and 49 little sheets which I've crumbled up. And I will just throw them on my table, and I will just at random pick the numbers. When I pick the first number and I open it, it's number 19, I'll write the number 19, and I'll choose my 6 numbers that way. So you're getting your inspiration and your numbers. Okay. Now when you are doing this, you have to wear good colors, and the colors I've chosen for you is the color black for the month of July. you'll be very lucky with. So especially on the 9th, 18th and 27th, which are outstanding strong days, wear black. And when you're going to use these methods of self-inspiration to get numbers, then you use the color black. Also, you need to use to face a certain direction. And the direction I've chosen for you is the direction south. Why directions? God has positioned all the 9 planets used to look after Earth. Earth is right in the center. So these 9 planets are placed around the compass. And at south is a planet called Mars, and is very active during the period of July. So I want you to face south to get that energy from this planet. Now, I've chosen for you the 1 series and the 3 series as lucky numbers. I've chosen the dates, which should be the 9 series, 9, 18, 27. Chosen the colors and chosen the direction. If you can follow all that, you may just channel that super energy which will allow you to pick out those numbers. So if in your country you have to choose, let's say 6 numbers out of 55, then you have 55 bits of papers, and each paper will have a number from 1 to 55s, and you'll have 55 of them crumbled and do it that way. There's one more way I sometimes try on my own. I get a sheet of paper and I write numbers on the sheet of paper. The first line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second line, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Third line, 11, 12, 13. And I go on until I have 49 numbers. And then with my finger, so that I have the energy directly coming out from my finger. Okay, and for Capricorn, I like you to use your middle finger, because it's a very powerful finger for you, the finger of Saturn. All right, so even for meditating, try and join your thumb to your middle finger. And so with my middle finger, I'll close my eyes and I'll just put my finger there, and it'll be the number, let's say 29. So I'll write the number 29, and I'll do that 6 times, and I'll get those numbers, and I'll try my luck that way. Okay, and now for you specially, based on your date of birth and time of birth and looking at your palms, I would like you to one day consider having a Skype with me. It will cost you only USD 50, and based on the information that you are going to give me, date of birth, time of birth, your palms, your face, and your pulling your tarot card, I will then talk to you about your next 5 or 6 years for all areas of your life, your love life, your marriage life, your family life, your health, your career areas, your business areas, everything under the sun. And it'll be worth your while. And more than that, I will give you a magical calendar. This magical calendar will allow you to know your good dates, your bad dates, your good days, your bad days for the rest of your life. And you can use them for all areas of your life to know how to remain out of trouble, or in terms of lotteries, you will also know on which dates you are exceptionally lucky. That will be entirely for you. Not right now, it's for all the millions who are born in the period of Capricorn. Go to Facebook, look me up, follow me, ask me questions, and I'll be able to then answer your questions, and we can formulate a date to Skype, or go to Skype itself, leave me a message, I'll come back to you. I wish you the best of luck. I want you to win a lottery one day, and so I'll wait for you to contact me. Until then, thank you and good luck.